Hey there guys, BlackPanthaa here, welcome to another drift build. Today I actually wanted to drive the Lamborghini Urus. It's not really something you drift, but that makes you want to drift it, so kind of is something you would drift. You know what I mean. Basically this thing is just something that's very, very different, and I want to slam this thing and see how it does in the corners and try and make it look normal. It looks really odd, doesn't it? But anyway, let's get into it, jump into it and give it a little drift. So if I go to upgrades straight away, custom upgrades, let's see what we have available engine swap wise. So we can put a V12 in there, 6-litre V12, which will actually help us quite a bit. You know what, I'm actually going to do that. That'll be pretty damn awesome to have a V12 in there. So let's do that. Drivetrain swap, we can convert to rear wheel drive. Because it's going to be a drift build, we're going to do that today. Aspiration conversion, twin turbo. We now have a twin turbo V12 Lamborghini Urus. Pretty damn nice. Okay, so for the upgrades, we'll go with the norm. You know, just upgrade a few. Don't do too many. You know what, actually? We're going to make it as much horsepower as we can. We're going to max this thing out. Normally I wouldn't do this, but you know what? Stuff it. We're going to go as much power as we bloody can with this car, just to see how much power we can handle in a car. And apply the flywheel. That gives us 1,182 horsepower. I'm not going to put a roll cage in this one. We'll do weight reduction though, because this only has a full roll cage, which I don't like roll cages too much, so we'll avoid those. Now for the drivetrain upgrades, let's put all those in there. Can't wait to see how this thing's going to handle with that amount of horsepower under its hood. This is going to be amazing. Now for the Urus, I'm going to stick with the stock tyre compound, but what I will do is increase the width of the tyres at the front slightly, and then completely at the back. That should give us a bit more grip, because I don't want to change to the race tyre compound tyres. And as for the rims, I'm actually going to keep those stock. I don't want to change them. They're just the type of rims that you want to keep. And let us see what we can add on aero-wise. I think it's just going to be the basics. Can we put a decent spoiler on there, though? Yes, we can. That's going to slow us down tremendously, so I'm actually not going to bother. So let's not put that on. Anyway, that's that sorted. Okay, so here are my upgrades for this car, tunes for this car, as you can tell. Pretty much my normal tune. Went full down with the ride height for this one, and everything is, as I said, normally as exactly the same as normal. So this thing has over 1,000 horsepower. Like, this is going to be absolutely crazy. So let's very quickly go to paints. And I want to check if there's any other colours that really suit this car, because I've got a feeling... Oh, let us actually try one of these. I think this might be like one of the only cars that I actually go... Okay, it keeps the red outlines. That is freaking awesome. Let us see what else we've got though. Okay, so I stuck with the stock colour on this one, and it's actually not lowered as much as I thought. And I know the reason is because the wheels are absolutely massive, but I was hoping it would be a little bit more, you know, lower a little bit more. So let's have a listen. That thing sounds insane for the size of it, but here we go. Oh my god, that was brutal. Okay, so we're actually going to go try drift this thing now, with all of its horsepower it's got. Okay, straight away it wanted to there. Oh my god. That is crazy. I'm actually glad I didn't change the tyres on this thing now. It feels pretty damn awesome as it is. Like, it doesn't slide as much as you'd expect. Like, with a lot of drift cars, they slide, like, absolutely everywhere. But this thing, because we've got, like, the massive tyre width, I think it's really gripping well. And obviously the weight is a big factor as well. I'm actually going to tune this a little bit more. Let's go to cars, tune cars. I want to actually put it a bit more towards acceleration, because I feel as if we're fine, and we can just get a little bit more power at the acceleration would be good. Okay, cool. Whoa! That weird sound put me off there. I was like really confused as to what was going on. It was so snappy and quick, that sound, that I didn't expect. it's actually quite easy to handle. Probably one of the easiest drift builds I've actually driven. It's like, you know what to expect, if that makes sense. I'm actually really impressed with this. Managed to keep it going through there. I'm impressed with that. And honestly, like, I felt it would feel a lot heavier, but it's kind of like, I'd say one of the most light feeling big, you know, cars like this. I know I just span it as I said that, but like, you'd expect it to weigh as much as like some of the big cars. But it honestly just feels like a heavier... do you know what? It actually reminds me of the Huracan, and obviously it does because it's still a Lamborghini and it's pretty much like a... I don't know, I guess I'd call it like a big Huracan, really. Literally what we've done to it. But, I don't know, it just feels as if it's got more grip, and it's not heavier. It feels about the same like weight, but I don't know. It's quite hard to explain, but I think you understand what I mean. It's not too... It's familiar, but different. And that makes no sense, but we'll pretend it does. just so I don't keep saying the same thing. Okay, this is a nice cockpit view here. And there's a little kind of camera there. Those are cameras, not wing mirrors. That is insane. Whoever thought that is brilliant. That is a fantastic idea. I want that in my life. That should be like in every car. Stuff wing mirrors, put cameras on the side. People look at them like, what the hell are those? Those, my friend, they're cameras. But I'm sure if the screens died, then it would be quite annoying. Well, you probably have replaced the car by the time you... Yeah. Anyway. It's starting to rain a bit now, so it's going to lose a bit more grip. And we hit a car. Fantastic. So, let's switch back to the rear view a second and give this a go, because I haven't tried this in the rain yet. This is like the first time. I like the fact that every time I do a drift build, it begins to rain at the start. It's already raining, or it begins to rain by the kind of like as I'm recording the video. But I like this little route that I've been taking over and over again. This is the kind of route that I used to take in the demo version of the game, when we only had access to one drift car, pretty much, one rear-wheel drive car. And I used to take this route over and over and over. So I've got to the point where I've done it so many times, it's kind of confused my brain and I can't get bored of it. It's still a bit weird. Like, if I would change anything now, I'd probably like not put max grip back tyres on. But other than that, I'm really happy with this build. As you can see, like, it's very, very controllable compared to a lot of cars. Even in the wet, there's only a light shower, but there's that bloody Mr. Bean Mini again. Anyway, I'm going to thank you ever so much for joining us for this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and let me know what you think of the Lamborghini Urus drift build down below. And if you want to see anything else, be sure to comment and let me know. Peace.
Jeg går ned på sammen musik, det gør ikke noget næste.
Please, just stop there, I'm gonna shoot you.
Jeg tror vi kommer til.
Fuck off, you dickhead. How about you piss off?